Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Boom, we here. So in today's video, what I'm going to be talking to you guys about is balance. Now, is balance even real? Like, honestly, what I've come to realize in my life, trying this whole balance thing over so many years, it's completely bullshit. I have tried and done so many different things to do what I would like to do in a balanced proportion. Like, I'm gonna walk this amount of time, I'm gonna have this amount of social life or personal time for myself. It has never ever happened, and it probably will never happen because I give up. Like, I definitely give up on trying to live this balanced life, and I want to share with you what I think is actually more attainable. So what I think is that instead of trying to focus on getting everything in at an equal proportion, because think about it, balance, what represents balance? If you're thinking about balancing, you think about a scale, you think about the scale being leveled, right? And we know that life, like, as we live our lives daily, like, things come from all over the place, and like there is no balance throughout our day, throughout our week, or whatever, right? So it's not gonna happen. But what I found is that if you start doing the things that you would like today, when I say today, during the week, you'll feel more satisfied versus the idea of one day I will get to this, when I do this, then I can do this, I can achieve this, right? And does that sound familiar to you? Like, I was there, I was thinking, like, when I achieve this, that's gonna give me the time to do this, and I can do this, and yeah, not happening. So let's go back to what I'm talking about. In this, I call this integration, right? Integrating everything. So integrating your work life with your personal life, social life, whatever. Putting it all together, and it happening within the day, the week, month, and year. And I find that when you do this, you feel a lot more satisfied. So let's say one of your hobbies were writing, but for some reason you don't find the time to write, and you would love to write. You know how good writing makes you feel. Maybe you're already writing, but you're writing, let's say, sporadically, and it's just like 2-3 times in a month, but you would love to just write every day or write every week. But why can't you? You can do that right now. You can do that right now. And to me, all you have to do is set a time. Like, look, say you're waking up. First thing in the morning, I'm gonna write for 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write for 1 hour, or at the end of the day, before I go to bed, I'm gonna write for 1 hour. What I would recommend is that you do something that's creative first thing in the morning when you have more energy, more mental capacity, because all in the day, you're gonna have more energy that's available towards whatever it is you want to do, because you're just waking up, so you're not depleting your willpower. So because at the end of the day, like, you're winding down and your willpower isn't as strong. That's why, like, at the end of the day, you can be more distracted. I'm sure, like, at your job, you realize, like, at the end of the day, you're not as focused as you are at the beginning of the day, and that's because you depleted so much willpower. So yeah, so if you are a writer, look at your day, set a slot, and say, I want to write at 7 o'clock. After I wake up at 6:30, I'm going to write for an hour. Or let's say you wake up at 5, because 7 sounds like it could be late and you're going into work. But let's say you wake up at 6 o'clock, and by 6:15 you're writing for an hour, 7:15 you're doing whatever it is. But imagine that now, instead of doing it sporadically throughout the month, now you're actually doing it, let's say, every day, or you're doing it Are you doing it 2 or 3 times a week? So then by the end of the month, you've done that 8 to 12 times, maybe 16 times or more, you know, 30 times if you're doing it every day, you know. And as I speak about that, I think about other aspects in your life, like walking out, having some downtime, some personal time for yourself, and like maybe meditating and stuff like that. Like me, I do my workouts in the morning, I do meditation in the morning, and these things are very important to me. And I don't want to make an excuse to not do it, right? By saying, I will do this after this sometime. No, what I do is I just say these are the things that I would like to incorporate in my life, and I just do it. So going back to balance, we won't have it in equal proportion, but when you consider the life that you want to live for yourself, like you will be throughout the week, throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, you will be constantly doing these things that you would love to do. You'll be doing it all the time, and that's going to make you feel a lot more satisfied versus if you're hoping to get to these things eventually, you know. So how do you create this life that's going to be more fulfilling or satisfying to you? By incorporating the things that you would like to do. So the first thing we're going to do is pull out a piece of pen and paper, or pull out your phone. You just need to write down the type of life you would like to live, right? So after you get these activities written down, then you start to look at your calendar. You look at it by the week, you look at it daily, right? And I know it might seem like I don't have any time, but think about stuff like Netflix that you might be doing, or other activities that won't be as satisfying, or other activities that aren't as satisfying as these new activities that you are passionate about, that you've been longing to do. So of course you're gonna find space to fit these new activities in, because you know how satisfying you are when you're doing them, or you know how satisfied you will be when you start to do them, you know. And like I said, it won't be easy because all of this is new, but it's very possible. It's very possible. And as long as you stick to it, you're going to be able to do it. So work-life balance, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's possible. I think that integrating both your work and your personal life together and doing all of it and living it as a lifestyle, like, this is my life. This isn't, I need to do this at a particular time. I'm gonna do this at a particular time. No, I just need to ensure that I'm doing all the things that satisfies me. So it's not about splitting work and your personal time equally, because think about it, I think you're doing anywhere between 8 to 10, 12 hours working. If you're doing that much time working and then you have 8 hours left to sleep, if you sleep 8 hours, maybe you sleep less, 7, 6 hours or whatever, then there's only like, how much, like another 8 hours left, and then you still have to prepare food, or you might have to take care of the kids or whatever. So then that's like maybe 3 to 5 or 6 hours that are left. So already that's unbalanced. But going back to what we were saying earlier, like, if you're able to incorporate the things that you're passionate about today, and not waiting for some fairy tale time in the future to start incorporating these things, you can live a much more satisfying life today. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that you found today's video to be valuable, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!